Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a story of a princess. But she's not just a princess, she is the princess of glass. So here comes the story. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom far away in the wondrous lands. The king and the queen were ruling the land very wisely. People in the kingdom were very happy and they were very kind. Soon the king and the queen had a daughter, the princess. And for everyone's surprise, the princess was made of glass, with a heart made with many gems all put together, with each gem representing different qualities of her: kindness, hope, joy, calmness, modesty, trust, wisdom, and courage. Because she was made up of glass, she was called the Princess of Glass. As she was very fragile, king and queen and everyone in the palace took special care in raising the child. Days passed by, and the child grew up to be a beautiful young girl. Now the princess was approaching her 16th birthday. Birthday celebrations began. Palace gates were opened, guests were invited, ballrooms were decorated, people were pouring from faraway lands to get a glimpse of the Princess of Glass. Everyone in the kingdom were enjoying except for the princess herself. When king and queen noticed this, they went to the princess to ask her the reason for her sadness. Only then Princess revealed her long-wanted wish to go outside the palace walls and look at the real world. But as she was fragile, king and queen were not willing to let her go. This made the princess very sad. Looking at her, prince and queen decided to let her go to an educational institution outside their kingdom. Hearing this, the princess jumped with joy and started packing all her things for her big adventurous trip. When she was ready, she went to say goodbye to her parents. The king and queen were not that happy to let her go, but were happy for their daughter. They had only one advice for her, and that is to keep all her qualities with her all the time, as they are her real strength. So, keeping her parents' advice in her mind, she set off to the new outer world. Princess was sent with a beautiful chariot and a loyal servant. Now she travels through the forest, plainlands, mountains, small villages, and towns. And as she passed by, she saw many different human beings, creatures, sceneries which she had never seen before in her life. So she was so very happy and excited. After much traveling, she reached the institution where she has to be enrolled for 1 year. After getting herself enrolled, she was directed to the dorms where she met many girls just about her age. She was never before allowed to go outside to play with other girls, so she was very excited to see these girls, and so were they, because they had never seen a princess made up of glass before. Now the school started, and the princess of glass became the most popular girl in the school. Few came to her for her kind nature, but many came to her because she was different. Days passed by, and the princess of glass got attracted to the school's popular gang and left her true friends behind. She also fell in love with a charming princess in just about a day. Everything was going good finally. The princess of glass thought that everything is going her way and she never wanted to go back. But not everything goes as we planned. Few of her friends started cheating and made her do the same. Being a novice in the new world, she was fully dependent on her friends and she started doing what she was told. Even though few of her true friends advised her not to do anything against the laws of school, she was not able to resist the popular friendship group. She started doing everything what they did. Her two friends tried a few times, but their voices were dull in the time being. and the Princess of Glass was so very involved in proving her loyalty to the wrong people that she lost her true friends. Soon they were caught in the act, and she was blamed for everything that happened. Her popular students gang left her. When she searched for her true friends, everyone was long past gone from her side. She was all alone now. She was so sad and she started losing her gems of qualities one by one, starting with the joy, calmness, kindness, wisdom, and courage. These gems started falling apart and rolled down on the floor, but still she had a hope that her love will help her. Keeping her hope and trust with her, she went to her love, and when she saw that he was nowhere to find, she lost her trust and hope too. It broke her heart completely, and all gems fell on the ground, leaving the Princess of Glass with no heart. Her loyal servant picked up all the gems and kept it with him. Now the Princess of Glass decided to leave the school and started back home. All the sceneries which she enjoyed a lot in the first trip did not charm her again. The Princess of Glass reached her kingdom and was so very sad that she did not talk to anybody and locked herself in her room. Their royal servant told the king and the queen everything that happened and handed them the gem of Princess Heart. King and queen were so very worried for their daughter, but now they had to do something. So they went to her daughter and told her she can't be without her qualities. They have to put together her heart. But the princess did not agree, saying that her parents were wrong and the qualities were not her strength but weakness. Now the king and queen were super worried. They wanted to change her mind. So they advised her to roam around the kingdom and come to the daily court. She had nothing better to do, so she accepted. Now she started going to the court with her father and roamed around the kingdom. She started learning that values of equality and how important they are to humans' life. She learned to take decisions to differentiate the right and wrong and true and false. She realized that happiness is not in fame but in true self. After much thought, she asked her mother to give her back all her qualities. She went to the royal glassmith and asked him to put her heart together and harden her fragile body. Glassmith did the same. Once finished, the Princess of Glass came back home with a full heart and a strong mind. She was ready to rule the kingdom now, but she felt guilty for leaving her studies unfinished and for behaving badly with her friends. So she went back to the school, met her true friends, apologized to them. Her friends were happy to see her new avatar. They accepted her and they all became good friends again. Princess of Glass completed her studies with flying colors and returned back home, this time with a wide smile and a happy heart. She was crowned the queen soon and she found her true love too. And she ruled the kingdom wisely, just as their parents, and lived happily ever after. The end.